Alright, so wanted to do a quick follow-up video on the CRV that I recently posted, towing the boat, launching it, pulling it out of the water. Just a little spec update, what's done to it. So this is the CRV, and that is the boat that we launched. So basically, this CRV is pretty much as far as engine-wise, is stock. Engine's fully rebuilt. It's a 5-speed manual, the RT 4-wheel drive. Only real mods is it's got a 2-inch lift with these really aggressive tires, a little oversized from stock. And then the whole front suspension is pretty much brand new. New shocks, new springs. There's a spacer in the front for the lift. The rear end though, it's sitting on coilovers with the spacer, and these are pretty much as maxed out as we can comfortably do to get the lift, and they actually worked really great. There was hardly any sag, if any at all, when we hooked up the trailer. There's the hitch. So it's possible to tow and launch a 16-foot boat. This one has a 115 horsepower Mercury in the back, so most of the weight's pretty much on the rear end of the boat, which helped out a lot with the tongue weight. But this is just a explanation of what we have done to the car. I'm not saying go out and tow a boat and launch it with their CRV. We did a lot of testing. The driver is a professional. He's an owner operator, drives big rigs for a living, and he's got this set up as well, so he knows what he's doing as far as towing. We did a lot of testing beforehand, so we took the car out, hooked it up to the trailer, gave it a few tugs to make sure the weight wasn't going to be too much for it. It did fine. After that, we ended up going up and down the street, driving it around, just seeing how it handled with the trailer. Then last test we did before we were comfortable enough to actually go and take it out on the river or on the lake, we found a nice steep hill in our area. There's a few like really hilly areas here, so we pretty much took the car with the boat, parked it like halfway up the hill so everything's at a slope, and from a dead stop we took off. Did that a couple of times just to make sure it was gonna be able to handle the weight. Then we took it to Lake Elsinore, California, which is where we're from, and gave it its maiden voyage basically, and that's what you guys saw in those videos I posted. And it did good. Didn't really struggle a whole lot. Did pretty fine. The only real issue, which has nothing to do with it, is just might have to redo the alignment a little bit on this thing, because we did just barely put brand new suspension in the front. But other than that, the thing did great. So if you guys want to try it, make sure you do due diligence, make sure the car is safe, brakes are working, everything works on it, and make sure you test it out beforehand. Lake Elsinore launch ramp is a 13% grade, so those that you know about launching boats and all that, you'll know what that means. And yeah, hopefully this helps out anyone that's wanting to try it out. Just like I said, don't take my word for it. Do your testing before you do any kind of launching. Highly recommend it, but pretty impressed with what it could do. That boat weighs at least 2,000 pounds, and these things are supposedly rated to only tow 1,000, but it did fine.